sweet redemption. I will never let you down. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey, baby, how you make me sway. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brand. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. Saw you rolling steady, took it kinda heavy. Baby, I'm a loving kind. Jaded loving hazard doesn't really matter. Baby, say you will be mine. Take my affection and my safe protection. I will always be around. Will it ever get sunny? Oh, I wonder, honey. I'm tired of being in the line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. You say you will. I'm calling your addictive brain. You say you will, yeah. I'm crossing the obsessive line. sliding since I don't remember when. In and out of consciousness, while others might be stressing out, we rely on our facade to help us out. And it's obvious now, finally, I know you're gonna underplay it, but it's time to move on from this. We're derailing, and we're not what we used to be. So life is different than we imagined it would be. We're not the first, we're not the last. While others may be restless too, we were always far ahead, me and you. And it's obvious now, finally, I know you're gonna underplay it, but it's time to move on from this. We're derailing, and we're not what we
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The moment is here at last. 4 years ago today, friends, we began this crazy journey with just a goal in mind of recording our adventures for future reference, future enjoyment, maybe a bit of traction in the gaming community to see if we see how we measured up against other established gaming groups out there. That plan quickly was abandoned due to the ultimate big bad, which is scheduling. Even our brothers that had been on and off at our tables for 20, 25 years in some cases, we just couldn't align the schedule here at Role Playing Unlimited. So in 2023, we began this open table experiment, and it has literally coalesced into something entirely unimagined and unexpected. I guess those are the same things, but you know me. Thank you so much for being a part of it in whatever capacity, whether you've been here since day one, just me, Oos, whether you have joined in at some point along the way. In 23, when this segment, when this era began, if you will, in 2024, when we were really finding our footing and kind of knowing what it was we wanted to do, or as recent as this year in 2025, when confidence is at an all-time high, support is at an all-time high, our community engagement has never been better. The open table format is largely abandoned because the people who came here looking for an open table and really wanted one, they stuck with it. And we have full tables across the spectrum here at all 7 of our tables. The 6 that I run, the 7th that J-Man runs, which will be coming back in just a couple weeks. Welcome to our 4th year Streamiversary Role Playing Unlimited. Are you with us? There is no are you without you. Literally and gratefully, we are excited to present Week 17 of the Coalescence, Act 5. We are getting really deep into the trenches here in our adventure at all of our tables. All of our tables have gone through their first day of exploration. They've all come back home, gotten their long rest. We've discovered a few details behind the scenes through some narrative text play that I've posted in our server. And we are in the midst of our second day of adventure, where the darkness-omometer, we're going to crank it up here a little bit, and I'm going to do something in the coming days that every GM tells you, don't do this. Every group of players says, this is the line for me. I will not play if this ever happens to me. I got a feeling we're going to be okay. I have confidence. Let's jump into our voice chat here. Let's get a new playlist rolling. Thank you for hanging out during that first 40 minutes or so while we threw together our all-time opening songs playlist. It's actually another 7 or 8 tracks left on that, but we're going to save that for tonight's opening stream. We'll kick it off a little early, and it occurs to me that maybe that will be the ideal time to do the hype train, so that, I don't want to say interrupting, but so that we're not clashing with the live stream itself, because I know those donations and everything, they have sound effects associated with them, which are, of course, wonderful to hear, but they can be a little distracting in the context of running the game itself. A lot of times I just kind of pay attention to the first wave, and then I just tell everybody, thank you so much, and we're going to focus on the game now. But if we're going to have a 30-minute pre-show with music, that could be an ideal time to try to schedule that, if that works out for everybody. Whatever works out for you. Let's get a playlist going here. It's going to be a little loud, so bear with me. And there we go. volume levels, I think, are good, and we're going to go check in with our players now.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
Woo! Happy Streamiversary, 4 years strong, friends. That's like 1,400 days or something like that.
It's the Streamiversary, it's Easter, and it's 420. We got 3 special days wrapped into one.
And WrestleMania.
Okay, make that 4.
Yes, indeed. Got a lot of fun stuff happening here at Roleplaying Unlimited. We're grateful that you are here to start off our Week 17 adventure. We've got our party lined up. We've got our map set up here. Let's jump over to that. Also do a little quick check-in here. Diego, good morning.
Good morning.
Adam, how you doing, buddy?
Good morning, man.
Johnny Sly, Sarah, good to hear from you. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
And Marcus, we already heard from you, but good morning. Happy Easter.
Good morning.
Ari, what's shaking in your neck of the woods over there? How's everything?
Hey, it's 420. Can't complain.
Woo! And last but not least, but alphabetically he is last here because Sargento goes after reasons. What's going on out there in Semi-Land, buddy?
Fuck Paul Haven.
You're in Gloomhaven?
Fuck Paul Heyman.
Oh, Paul Heyman. Man, that was something, but I kind of said at the start of it, when you found it preposterous that Johnny even thought he could win, I'm like, I think that's what a lot of people are expecting, because they got to drop a bomb on you somewhere in the show, and of course it's going to be the main event, but part of me was hoping like a bad guy's going to win at some point during the show. So I kept looking for it earlier in the show, and when we got to that main event, I was just like, everything is too perfect for Punk to win, and it would have been amazing, but it is not what it is. I think they're going to try and build it up and build that excitement for next year as well. Maybe he'll obtain the title, I don't know how, at some point during the year and defend it next year, but I don't know. We'll see where they're going. I'm in it. Alright, so welcome back to the Spelunk, Kerplunk. We are here on cave number 2 in the Ice Realm, where Mr. Freeze rules dominant over everything. That's right. Everybody needs to just chill and remember what killed the dinosaurs. The Ice Age. So, Tawny Paw, that is going to be your turn. One less round of shifting there. We're coming up on the final 20 seconds-ish of that, so go ahead. Don't forget your 3-point regen.
Oh, yes, I already did.
Yeah, maybe one of you can answer Diego's question out there in Streamland. He's asking what's a cheaper way of acquiring bits. I'm not familiar offhand. I've only bought them like a handful of times, and usually like the $5 bundle or something like that.
The cheapest way to get bits is to Google. You do a Google search instead of buying it from Twitch interface. You get a small discount.
Ooh, like there's a
Just
black
like Google
market
Live.
for bits and stuff?
No, it takes you to like the Twitch website if you Google it from a computer or from mobile, and it gives like some discount on it for doing it through that versus doing it straight from stream.
Gotcha. I was like, black market bits? Is that like Republic credits? Republic credits are no good here. I need something more real.
Actually, the prices are the same on the bits page than buying it on stream.
Are there any... We don't have any enemies left, do we? Except for Frosty Lady up north.
Yeah,
I think we have one more teleporter.
Correct. There is another dimensional shambler that has disappeared
Oh,
back
yeah.
to somewhere. It was last pinned between the two of you here. And then, yeah, there's that that oh so charming, oh so believable, everything lined up so perfectly that we just had to disbelieve her, beautiful woman up in the north.
Do we want to go fight that lady, y'all, or do we want to leave her alone?
The beauty of the north. Don't buy it on your phone, he says. Maybe it's like Discord, don't do your subscriptions through the phone because you get that stupid service fee upcharge or what have you.
Yeah, it's more on the phones.
Gotcha. Yeah, convenience fee, I think might be the most appropriate way.
Sure.
From a non-Sahari perspective, I believe she is invisible and somewhere around us. But Sahar has no
Oh.
connection.
Yeah, that's right. That's what happened. She just disappeared somewhere.
Hey, I have 10 feet of blind sight.
Okay, I will, wait. If I hold my action to attack if somebody pops up around me, does that move me in initiative?
I'm sorry, say again?
If I hold my, attack, does that move me in initiative?
It does not necessarily. It does hold you for this round to that point, but then next round you just go back to where you are now.
Okay, cool. Then I'll hold my round, to attack twice if, an enemy appears around me.
Alright. Let's get that.
And that'll be it, Johnny.
The held clock on there.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Oh, hold on. I actually have my invisible turn between hers and yours. And I might want to do something.
That's right.
Yeah, I had to ghost layer my token because Krill's getting a little close to where I was hiding there, and I'm actually not there anymore, but the token was conveniently there for initiative purposes. Ba-ba-ba-bum. That's right. Yeah, this was an ideal ability.
Yes, the misdirecting measurements from random location. Totally random and not specific locations.
Well, I will tell you one thing. She's in one of these spaces, but I've shown at least a dozen so far. Maybe she's in all of them at once.
I do remind you, I do have 10 feet of blind sight now.
I did hear that. Yeah, that is important distinction. And of course, she in game does not know that, so that may prove quite beneficial.
She is nowhere and everywhere.
Yes. Alright, if your name is Elaric or Krill, you're the lucky ones. Otherwise, charisma saving throws are called for as another snowblind burst just starts stinging your eyes and threatening to blind you. Oh man, a plus 10 and you get a 12?
Charisma saving throw. No, fuck.
I'm gonna inspo that.
Alright. Ooh.
I'm gonna use a hero point to make the save.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a hero. I'm gonna use a hero point as well because nuts to that 14.
Need a 3 or better for Kyrios there on the die 6. And Ari is looking really bad there with that.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. The hawk shall not be blinded today.
I'll give Arya an inspo.
What's really nasty about this ability is it's not a recharge, and there's no targets who make the saving throw are immune for 24 hours, like fear effects. Like, this thing is just spamming this every round, like, costing you your expendable resources, knowing that eventually one or more of you are going to fail, and now you're going to have frickin' Blinken from Robin Hood Men in Tights in your company.
Arya, you can reroll.
Sounds good. And actually, I checked my list. I've got some inspos, so I'll use one.
Yikes. Looks like she'll need a hero point with a
Yeah, I'll
6 or
use a
better.
hero point too.
You have hero point? Oh, that's right. You do have your hero point per week, but it's a die 6, so you need a 6. Ugh. Well, that's the wrong die. Roll a die 6.
Rolled so bad that you left.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it should be a die 6 for your hero point there. You get 1 each week. Nice.
Thank
That's
goodness.
exactly what you needed.
Wow, what a
Did you
Wow.
hang up to like perform a little blood sacrifice off to the side?
Hey,
to
he
the
did
RNG
voodoo.
set?
Sold her soul to the devil for that one.
Good gracious.
I was like, hold up.
It's Easter, y'all. It could have gone the other way. Come on. Well, I guess Red's gonna try his saving throw. I got this, guys. Don't worry. It's fine. Oh. Little help?
I'll give him a hero point.
Alright, let's try this. Oh, that's right. It's not the exclamation point. I've been playing too much Lost over it. On the money. That's exactly what he needed. And yeah, our little rabbit folk friend went and burrowed over in this area somewhere, so we are out of the range of the spell. For effect, I should say. It's not technically a spell. And then I guess that's all we're gonna do. Let's pass it over to Ilaric.
Alrighty. Not a lot to hurt people, right? Oh, the hawk. Let's see. What's this give you? Second level and higher increases. All right. I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Healing Word at 5th level on the hawk.
Well, that's valuable.
You get 17 healing. And I think that will be it. Actually, I'm gonna hold my action. And I'm
Very
going
good.
to hold it for an attack if this thing blinks around me.
All right. We're gonna put you on a vendetta hold right there. And we'll put Carl up next in the turn order.
Okay, let's start moving towards this chair.
Make sure to get your 3 HP regen there.
Oh, right, I do forget that. Thanks, Daniel. Let me do that quick.
Absolute.
Okay, I'm gonna start moving towards Krill. Move my bear.
Go bear.
Oh, that's right. The Shambler focus fired one of the bears and popped it back out of summoning. Now it's back in the woods like, what just happened? That was weird.
Ate the wrong mushroom.
I think I did. What happened to my buddy? I had a buddy there for a minute. We were talking about forming a coalition to prevent forest
All
fires.
right. I guess I can't see the chick yet, huh? I don't see her.
No sign of her, no.
No sign.
Yeah, no sign.
Okay. So, that's that. What else can I do that's not an attack?
Can attack Krill, looks like he can take it.
Let's see. So I still have my emboldening bond up, but that's got to be running out soon.
Oh yeah, it'll last at least the rest of this combat. I think we had established 5 minutes had passed between caves, so right now we're looking at like 3 minutes and 40-something seconds left on it. So at least the rest of this combat.
Yep. I don't think. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cast Bless.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Bless. Oh wait, this character. Yeah, this character has Bless. Okay, phew. Couldn't find it. Put it on. Let's see, Krill seems to be pretty eager, so let's give one to Krill. Put it on me, and I think I get one more person. Oh, who's that person that put Bless on me last? Put it on that person. Was that
It was Alaric.
Alaric? Okay, so I'll put it on Alaric as well.
You can't put it on a lark. He's too far out of your range.
10, 20, I think you're 5 feet too far. No, you're 10 feet too far.
Well, can't we just say I did it while I was moving?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll pop a little boom. Alright.
Okay.
So this is just Alaric playing how many icons can I have on my character?
Oh yeah, you've matched Paul from Thursday night a few days ago. He had 5 as well at one point.
Okay, bonus actions. I already cast a spell, so I can't do any other spell bonus actions. Do I have... I think... Takes me a little longer to decide what to do when I'm not attacking, because I'm always attacking. Yeah, I think that's all it's usually my go-to.
I don't know
Usually
how
not
to do
prepared
I don't know
to
how
do
to do
something
a passive
else.
turn.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What am I supposed to do here?
Okay, I'm sure there's something else I could do, but I can't think of it, so that's my turn.
Alright, that's Krill who's up next, and yeah, it looks like it's a lot slippery up ahead.
That's okay. Gromu's here. He's looking for the bunny. He wants his Easter egg.
Alright. It is considered difficult terrain on the icy steppes, and as far as the bunny, you did see it dart off in this direction before it burrowed somewhere.
That's why I went upwards, just in case he burrowed around.
Ah, trying to cut him off. Maybe he's got an egress. Okay. Yeah, no sign of it up here. No sign of anything. Just a lot more ice, and it's a lot colder up here, too.
Nope, that's it then for Krill.
Well, okie doke. Let's go over for Sahar's turn.
Sahar, with her one eye on the lookout, is going to turn to the hawk and use her 15 last remaining lay on handses to restore 15 more hit points to the hawk.
Ooh, very nice.
And I think that will be it. She's kind of just keeping one eye out because that's all she's got.
All right.
Thank you, Sal. Thank you, everyone, for healing me.
Curios, that was 15-1-5.
Yeah, you should be at 45 HP, not 80.
Truth is perception. He heard 50.
Sorry.
That's over to your turn there, Hawk. You do get a 3 hit points regeneration, though, so you should be at 48 before you get your turn rolling. Otherwise, yeah, no sight or sound of any foes. It's just getting colder here the longer you guys hang out. We haven't tried to take a short rest or anything, but we've been in here like 10 minutes already or so we're definitely pulling those collars up and thinking about maybe digging into the equipment bag for some gloves when we get a reprieve here.
Alright, well, assuming that the two paths lead into like a circle, basically, I'm gonna go for the right path to see if I can get her in like a pincer attack.
If it's not a right path, it is a wrong path.
And then I'll hold my action in case she comes at me.
Just a heads up / reminder, the ceiling starts to kind of taper down here at this point to a height of about 8 to 10 feet. It is still possible to fly, just not with as much advantage.
Okay.
And Varys, that'll bring it to your turn.
So, are we looking for somebody, or what's going on?
There
Spooky
is
ice
a
lady.
mysterious ice lady who's either good or bad. The bunny says she's bad and full of lies, but she says that there's somebody that some fellows of hers that we need to help. But we don't know what's true, what's not true, but it's cold and she's slinking around somewhere.
5, 10, 15, 20. It's like I'm playing Battleship. Do I see anything? Is my blind sight?
B12. Miss, and my favorite vitamin, I might add.
Let's see here. I got.
Let's
Looking
see.
with a favorite vitamin.
That's 25 feet. Do I see anything with my new blind sight?
You do not.
Damn it. Still nothing from here. Then.
Now you do.
Oh, hold on a second. Where is she?
You're not certain that it's her at all, but there is a thicker concentration of cloud right over here.
Okay. At the thicker concentration of cloud, I want to throw my dagger at it.
Okay.
So I'll throw my undead slayer, because I'm guessing it's not a. Just for shits and giggles, let's see if it hits.
One second. Okay, no undead, no dueling. Yeah, that sticks right into the heart of the cloud. And at least for now, we'll use this thing. Which, if not for the persistent swirling cloud already in here, you'd see this thing pretty well. But because of the environment, this thing is nigh invisible to everybody unless you have the means of blind sight like Varus does. So we'll put it on the board. And of course, he can kind of direct you towards it, but it is considered invisible for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, we have an enemy. And I'll basically just say that I don't know how to say directions. I'm not a goddamn commander, but I will use my bonus action to use my power to recall the dagger back to me.
All right.
And so now let me see. I think I rolled 3d3 to see how many rounds it does an additional 1d6 force damage when I attack with it, right?
Correct. How many rounds ago? Maybe like 7 or 8 rounds ago was when Fenrix passed away.
The second time?
Yeah,
Because he got brought back to life.
exactly. And then the thing killed him again and then took him away and spent a couple rounds away. And then it came back,
Okay.
and then we attacked it, and then it went away again, and it's been away already for a full round or so.
So for 5 rounds, my dagger does an additional 1d6 force damage when I attack with it. Like so.
Oh, yeah.
And I will end my turn.
All right. Well, Red sees you throw your dagger at the cloud and then recall it, and you shout that there's an enemy, and he just is like, "Where? I don't see shit, bro."
Would I have seen where the dagger went?
I mean, everybody can see where the dagger goes. There's just nothing visible effect-wise aside from the dagger kind of sticking into the... Almost looked like it stuck into the wall there from where this thing is positioned, and then he called it back to him.
Right, but then he also called out an enemy before calling it out. Or back.
Correct. Like I said, he can certainly direct you all to where he sees this thing at, but it's still invisible to everybody else's senses aside from his.
Okay. I was just holding my action, that's all.
Which, I mean,
Well, I mean,
he called out where it is, so you can certainly attack whatever space he's calling out. It's just with disadvantage because it's invisible.
Yeah, I'll use a cantrip on it. Fuck it.
All right.
And then, use a little Pill the Dead.
Let's see. What is the range on that?
60 feet.
60. Very good.
Plus I have spell sniper, so it would have been 120 feet.
Oh, gee.
And technically, you don't roll until dead. They have to make a saving throw.
Correct. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's an all or nothing.
Yeah, still better than doesn't get disadvantage.
right. Okay. Ugh. All right. Well, that's 10
So
necrotic.
yeah, it's only going to take the 10.
I wish I was immune to necrotic. Throw some cold damage at me, why don't you? Come on.
No.
Ouch.
And that's my held action.
All right. Well, Radabru is, I guess, going to try and swing at this thing.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm reading his spell real quick. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Which is
The
what
spell's
we
damage
did.
the spell's damage increases to an additional d12 by the time you reach 5th level.
Oh, that's true. So I should have another 1d12 on that.
Okay.
So let's roll 1d12.
Yeah, this looks
That's
like the
4.
spell may have. Looks like the spell did not automatically update. So,
Yeah, I can fix that.
all right. We're gonna pass it over to Tawny Paw's turn here. I'm gonna put Radabru on a turn delay there.
Okay. So some of us are going north to find Ice Lady, and some of us are attacking a random cloud. Is that right?
Sounds
I
Can I
good.
rec-
perceive this cloud?
I'd recommend if you can have the cloud within range, attack the cloud because we can't see shit up here yet. We don't even know where she is.
We technically
good
can't see
point.
the cloud until it's pointed out by Varys.
Yeah.
Which by this point we can assume he's pointed it out because we're able to attack that spot. Just for
Yeah.
our perceptions, a lot of us are gonna be like, "What are we attacking, dude? It's a cloud."
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
God, me having blind sight just like the equivalent of me being an old man. I can only see things better when they're closer.
I learned to master the professor from Futurama's voice and make that Varys' voice.
Wonderful.
Good news, everyone!
Good news, everyone!
Not bad. Too bad we're at disadvantage on these attacks because it's invisible. Either way, though, they're still going to hit. We just don't get the natural 20 on that second one.
Ari, do you have an inspo for that?
Oh, yeah, I should. Let me check. I do. Let's inspo that nat 20.
Very well. Horror,
Fuck this cloud. It's 420.
right? Good God.
Smoke clouds. Don't fight them.
Let this be a lesson, D&D players. Never be hidden when a player has blind sight. Even if you have the I'm friendly green health bar, which has traditionally stood for friend, they'll kick your ass, dude. They'll kick your ass. Anything else for Tawny Paw?
That'll be it for Donnie.
All right. Well, I'm thinking let's disengage. And then, yeah, pretty much once we get to that spot, we are going to vanish from Varys' perceptions.
Why do my enemies keep disappearing?
Ooh. Missed that handy little tidbit earlier. Okay, what is Carl's passive perception?
Let's see. 16.
16. I will preface this with you're not sure from which direction, but
He
you
has
just,
some other dude. He has something else that also helps it. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look up all his crap. Yeah, but go ahead, keep saying.
You are not certain from which direction this originates, but Carl just felt a powerful, frosty gust of wind kind of pass maybe like 10, 15 feet away. On this side, I will specify, but you're not sure if it was going west to east, east to west, whether it may have came straight over you.
Which side was that?
It would have been on your north flank.
My
You
north.
felt something very cold pass by, but it was so quick and sudden, you're just like, I don't know which way it went. And what that was, I mean, it's cold enough in here, but it was definitely a noticeably colder rush of air that just flowed past you there. And it's going to pass it to Ilaric's turn.
Your shifter didn't go last turn.
I went.
Not
Oh.
you. the guy that phased in and out.
Shambler.
Yeah, Shambler.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably had your ready to action for that when all of a sudden Varys was like, there's something
Yeah.
over here. And, all right, I'll attack that thing then.
Let's. Oh, what is it? Where is it? Is it this? Okay. I'm going to use my flexible casting and use my 2 sorcery points to get back a level 1 spell. Because
Why don't you just wait for me to try and disrupt your concentration?
I mean, you could try. But I'll still get a spell slots back for that anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you didn't.
You can only try. Yeah, it's going to
I
take
am-
major things like legendary boss villains or like earthquake, natural disaster type effects.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna hold my action.
Oh, I just took that Vendetta mask off. What the heck? All right. Boom.
And that'll end my turn.
Same conditions as before.
Yeah, once I see something.
All right. Well,
Hey Daniel, does my bear get a perception check on that cold thing that walked by us? It says it gets advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. I don't know if smell makes any difference.
smell would not.
Okay, then it makes no difference.
Okay, let's get. Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. Well, okay. I mean, for something that's as highly evolved and intelligent as the GM is touting it, we just threw ourselves into a triple flank with a character with a ready to action 25 feet away.
All right.
Yay!
Let's see.
Hello.
He just kind of gurgles out an Obi-Wan Kenobi-esque hello there.
Yep, and it's actually got its eyes on Sahar here, so it's like turned its back to the stronger side of the flank.
Bruh. Fuck you. Magic missile, 4th level.
Oh damn. Good thing I went to the magic item dimension and returned with my brooch of shielding.
But magic
Hey.
missile doesn't. It just hits.
Yeah, not a thing.
Yeah, brooch of shielding is immunity to magic missile though.
Yeah, Varys used,
Oh, hold on.
Varys used to have it in his last campaign.
I don't really have one, but that's like the only thing that would help me unless this thing somehow had a shield spell.
When you cast at 2nd level or higher,
I was gonna
it
say, where the
creates
hell did
one
you get
or
a
more
Franklin badge?
dart. So that's 3,
Yeah,
4
4 darts.
5. No.
Oh, you're casting it higher.
I'm going to 4th level.
Oh.
So that is 3, 4, 5, 6 darts.
Oh dear. Roll low.
So that's 1, 2,
And deal cold damage.
3,
Cold damage. Low
4,
damage.
5,
Shit, I'm dead.
sticks.
Damn it! The fifth one got me. Yeah, I was just about ready to take a bite out of Sahar or take a claw.
Yeah, we're not losing any more people.
Yeah, its claw just disappears right through what would have been the area of attack as it is blinked away back to its native dimension. We won't have to worry about that thing anymore. And Carl is up next, still trying to figure out what that weird gust of wind was. And now you got party members splitting on both sides here, east and west.
Carl is going to take a moment, and even if he has to use his action to try and like use his, I don't know, his tracking ranger survival skills to see if he can figure out where this danger is and where it's coming from or where it's going.
Well, it was a cloud, so there's no tracks or anything to follow, but your best guess would be probably an active perception check with hopefully a high result.
Okay.
Lick your finger and stick it up into the breeze and be like, all right, it went this way.
Exactly. Let's do.
Hopefully it doesn't pass wind.
Oh, what is that? Double 13s. Your passive was better than that. Your passive was 16.
That's true. Well,
Oh, boy. Do we re-roll that or just whatever?
just whatever, I guess.
All right. Any movement or bonus action?
Yeah, I'll keep moving up north, I guess.
Just a reminder, those icy spots are difficult terrain. And if you are in a position where you end your turn on one of them, there is a potential for slippage as well. And Krill is up right after that. Looks like you found a possible exit to another area right here down the frosty passage. Cave continues deeper. Pretty much have to be a small character to make use of a lot of these spaces against the wall.
Yeah, Ko uses his bonus action to activate his cloak for moving shadows.
Very good.
Oh, I didn't know I could do this. This is a new thing. Try using this next time.
Ko ends there and he holds his action.
All right. I mean, if nothing else, Krill has kind of poked some serious holes in the story of this ice lady who said there were injured people in the cave up here. And there's no cave and there's no injured people. Sahar, that's going to bring it back to your turn.
Alright, I am going to move up, kind of following in the Hawk's trail, especially since the Dimensional Shambler has been dealt with. And with my action, I am going to cast Claw Guard on myself.
Oh, very good, very good.
And that'll be it for me.
Now let's check. Try and find a cool little icon to represent that. Sure, we're gonna put a little spider tattoo on you. The Hawk, your turn is next.
Alright, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Hey there, Krill. Well,
I
your
guess now that I'm
suspicions-
back here,
Go ahead.
I guess I'll just hold my action again.
Gotcha. Your suspicions were certainly correct that it wraps around here, but yeah, where's that ice lady? That's Varys up next then.
Okay, so that thing disappeared. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No sign of it.
Does it read? No sign. Oh.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a mighty 15.
That's good enough. The ground beneath you is somewhat recently disturbed, as if something burrowed into it.
Is it a small hole, like a little rabbit hole?
It kind of looks like it.
I don't care about the rabbit right now.
The rabbit's controlling everything, just like they have fallen for my trap. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
It's like the secret ending to Silent Hill 2 with the dog.
Yeah.
I will hold my action. So if I see that creature I was attacking again, to throw my dagger into it, and I'm going to keep it in there this time.
All right, so red is just, we're going to play red as he would. I was told to attack this spot right here, so I'm going to do that. Did I get it? Did I do good? And we'll try and bash it with a club shield. He looks over at Tawny Paw. I can't tell. Did I get it?
Time Paul give 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, Varys went wandering off, but, he was the only one that ever claimed to have seen it and didn't tell us what happened after that. So, that's going to bring up another round here. That leaves only one precious round for the shifting remaining. What you got, Tawny Paw?
Alright, well, since the game's going north, I too will go north.
All of a sudden, the ending from 1984's The Breakfast Club hits. Don't you forget about me.
Who are you?
Except for Judd Nelson, man. He was fucking harsh. We could live like fat rats if we ran the Blunt Connection in Shermer, Illinois. You know what we found out when we got there? There is no Shermer in Illinois. Movies are fucking bullshit. Whoa, Tawny Paw, you're inside the wall. Don't end your turn there, you'll turn into stone.
I got spider climb.
Okay, you're on the wall. I forget that. I might need to put a permanent little spider. I'm going to put a permanent web on your token here to remind me.
Spider Tawny does whatever a Spider Tawny does.
And then I'll just scoot up, I'll dash, and hang out with Carl and the bear. And that'll be tiny.
Okay.
Can she swing from a web? No, she can't. Only climb. Look out! She is a spider, Connie.
Not at all concerning distance measuring.
Yeah, I think we'll blast this thing out again here, and that's going to hit the entire northern contingent here, all the way from Krill to Sahar, as far west as Carl and the Bear. All of your characters' charisma saving throws. Only ones exempt are the ones down here in the south. Oh gosh. Plus 10 to that save, another low roll for Sahar. Man.
Hey, can I use my weekly nat 20 to just take my 30?
Yeah, sure.
Can I
So
use
is that-
inspiration?
I want the shiny green number.
Without expending the inspiration.
Okay, so does that include Varys in those names?
I mean, if you want to burn your net, no. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Varys is in the south. He's totally fine. Yeah, Krill, Sahar, Hawk, Carl, Tawny Paw, and the Bear are all.
Does using an inspiration allow me to re-roll?
An inspiration will allow you a complete reroll.
I'd like to
I'm
use
gonna use the
inspiration
same
real
draw.
quick.
Very good. Ooh, look at that bear. Well,
Damn it! I still go blind.
yeah, the Hawk is at a 15 right now, so if we have a spare hero point that gets a 2 or better, we could be looking
I'll
at
throw him
something
a hero
cool.
point. I'll throw him one, so roll a d8.
Alright, so Sahar is good. Krill is good. Hawk is good. The bear is not.
Thank you.
I think we'll throw a blind on the bear. Where is Tawny Paw's number?
I ran to the bathroom real quick. I'm just coming back.
Alright, welcome back. And yeah, Carl's number is not looking so good there.
There you go. There you go, Ari.
And Carl's got an
Hey.
11. Just out of curiosity, where do you have die 8 hero points from there, Diego?
I have lots. Oh yeah, that's right. I have non-expiring inspirations, not hero points. That's my
Right.
mistake.
Gotcha. So yeah, I think it's just the bear and Carl right now that we're looking at as far as in potential danger here. The bear got a 0, but Carl's at least starting at an 11. Of course, you can throw an inspiration if you want to try and re-roll that. Been rolling pretty hot on those charisma saves.
Yeah, that luck's got to run out sooner or later. Past like 5 of them now.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh wait, we have bless on. I forgot.
That's a die
Bless
4.
It's a die 4. Not sure if that makes.
Well, the DC is 17, so you need. Yeah, you
Carl,
need-
our emboldening bond thingy, as long as we're within 30 feet of each other, you can have another D4 on the save throw.
That's
Oh.
true. I have that as well.
Well, we got a 14, 15.
Still not enough.
We do need inspo or a hero point, otherwise we've got a blind ranger over here. And I think...
You can have a hero point.
Oh,
Got the D8.
alright. 2 or better. There we go. Avoiding the blindness once again. Everybody except the bear this time. Of course, the bear can do pretty well with scent. Otherwise, that's going to bring it to Johnny's turn way over here.
Alright, so I'm going to tell Radabru pretty much we're heading north, and then because I did not move last turn.
The bear said there was something over here, man.
Yeah, it moved up.
How do you know that?
We think.
Varys, did it move?
Varys is too far away to answer you.
I could see him right around the corner, bro.
Yes, it moved.
Well,
Now,
damn,
how
I
much
just
have you
feel stupid.
smoked?
I just feel stupid then.
Because I didn't move last turn, feline agility kicks in, and I can now go 60 feet. So 5, 10,
Feline
15,
agility
20,
just me?
25, 30, 35, 40. Well, hi, guys. 40. How many people are to the left?
Hog and Krill are up top.
45, 50, 55, 60. Oh yeah, Krill's way the fuck up there, huh? That. I will hold my action. But I also actually hold on. Is that okay? As a bonus action, I'm gonna renew my Shield of Faith and still hold my action.
Well, all right then.
He put up a concentration spell.
I've had a concentration spell on.
Yeah, he did. Well, now we just need something to come over and try and disrupt it. It's Carl's turn as he's wiping all the snow flurry out of his eyes, just like, God, I can't keep this up much longer. This environment sucks.
Yep.
And the bear kind of lets out a little. Primeval awareness. You can sense whether the following types of creatures are present. Let's see. Yes. It doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
Oh, that's stupid. Doesn't reveal their location. What's the point of giving up your action, a spell slot, and an action? And that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's typically used out of combat just to kind of determine whether the environment ahead is safe or not to like actively track down one or two specific things. Otherwise, I think that might be a more powerful ability in that case. But, I mean, yeah, you don't have to do that if that's not what you're intending to do. Otherwise, I can answer what we all know. Yes, there is a Fae within 6 miles or 1 mile of us, because we've known that this thing is a Fae.
That's a useless power if it doesn't tell you where it is.
Yeah, in this context, it's definitely not what you're looking for.
All right, I'll do perception check again. See if I roll better this
One of us had to go. Perception is 18. I mean, it's a little bit better. Just, yeah, I mean, you don't hear, you don't see. There's just no sight of where this thing went.
When I have guidance, so let's add a guidance to that. 4.
All epics, remember your weekly nat 20s. That brings it to a 22. I mean, alright, so we're going to keep you right here, but we're going to kind of take a little journey back through time when you were over here last round. You're kind of like, alright, so I felt that wind brush past me, and damn it, I think it went this way.
Okay.
And now, we'll put you back over here. Now that you're kind of rolling perception and thinking about it more clearly, you're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it went to the other side of the mount.
Okay. Do I go around the back? What's the What's the mechanics of going on the slippery floor?
It's difficult terrain, so it'll be 2 squares for every one, and if you end your turn on one of them, there is a chance that you might just slip and fall on your butt, and everybody will laugh at you.
Then if it's difficult terrain, it'll take the same amount of time going up than down, so I'll just go down. Okay, I tell everyone that I'm pretty sure she is that way, and I advise everyone to go up that side. And I guess that's my turn.
Alright. Okay, Krill, that's going to be back to your turn.
Go Mosey and Jose.
Okay, doke. Got a bevy of held actions at this point. Sahar, over to you.
Alright, I'm going to move up to be up next to Alaric to kind of perform a barricade, since Carl has mentioned that she seems to have fled this way. So I'm going to try and pin her in. I know Hawk and Krill are up further in the tunnel. Probably goes around in a circle or some such. So let's see if we can pin her in.
Alright.
And with my action, I'm going to cast Claw Guard on Alaric.
Alrighty.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay, that's back to Hawk, all the way on the north side here. Held action for a full round. Nothing, no sign of anything.
Daniel, I believe I'm holding my action. Should I get my Vendetta mask back?
Oh, I thought I had that on there.
No.
What in the world?
He just wants as many icons as possible.
I just want to be in the lead with 6 icons. Yes.
You little Mario mushroom. So, Hawk, what you thinking?
Sorry, I didn't think my turn would come back up that fast. I guess I'll just move 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, since Krill's moving more towards the left, I'll move more towards the right. And I'll hold my action and end my turn.
Alright, Varys, over to you.
Sorry about that.
All good.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Blind sight confirms what we all thought to be true. Last session, it was Carl who pooted when we entered this area.
Damn it.
You can still see with blind sight the aura.
Okay. Main. Oh yeah. Screw it. With my main action, I'll go ahead and take the movement. So dash action. So 5, 10, 15.
You're climbing up the mount here at this point. It is going to cost you an extra. Well, no, if you're flying, you don't have to worry about that. But
Yeah,
you do see
yeah, I'm flying.
kind of like a little elevated path in this direction as well, going up the rock. In addition to the one down here.
Just gonna try this way. 15, 20. Do I see him yet?
Nothing up here.
$25. 30. I don't see him up here at all, huh?
No sight or sound of anything but your own party members down there. I'll change the lighting layer here to make it a little more accessible for all of you. You guys can all see Varys floating up the side of the mountain right there.
Okay then. Well, I will end my turn.
All right. Let's bring Red back in. Man, this sucks. God, I thought today was a holiday. I don't even have my character sheet attached to the GM. Like, nobody cares about me.
It's very much the maze with that. It's like, except you're trying to find a way out. We're trying to find the enemy to end combat.
Alright, I guess I'll freaking go this way. Hey, bunny hole. What are we doing here, y'all? This is getting boring. I'm gonna move up here and
Find
oh
the
great,
thing and
ice! Every turtle loves ice. I'm gonna just get on my shell and you guys push me around like a game of shuffleboard.
Afterwards.
Red's getting a
That's
little
funny.
crunchy. And that will officially be it for Tawny Paw's transformation as she reverts back. Your turn though, top of another round.
All right. The walls up north, are they also difficult terrain?
The walls that have ice spaces directly adjacent to them, would have a layer of frost growing on them. But even if they have like even a little gap like this one, there's no frost on the walls that would impede movement.
Alright, well, I'm gonna climb up on the walls. Alright, so that's my 30. And up here, just around the corner, is that the end of the map?
Yes, indeed. Looks like that is the passage continuing to the next area.
Alright, well, I'll action dash and go check it out.
That will officially lead to the loading screen for the next map. Just looks like a winding passageway continuing for some time before it leads into the official next map. Okay.
Well, if I'm just hanging out here, then I think that'll be it.
Oh boy, who? Alright, let's do this. And a little of this. Hey, speaking of, the cloud of very cold wind coalesces back into the form. Oh, gotta move that to the back.
Ah!
Of the Ice Maiden. And she just looks at Tawny Paw with a lot more seriousness and a lot less plea as she says, I require your help, and I will get it now. I'm going to try that wisdom save on you.
Yeah, Tawny Paw was failing these with her the whole time, so being close to her again, she's like, oh, you know. She seems really genuine.
Let's see. If that is what we're keeping, then I will proceed. I don't want to proceed too far and then... Well, actually, we're going to drop a thing here to counter it. This is
That's a good point.
the window for that.
You know, I don't want to be charmed.
It's so much fun, though.
Alright, I'll use my last hero.
Ooh.
Save your hero point, use an inspo for me.
Would an inspo... Oh, yeah, okay. I keep mixing it up. One of my other games says inspo's a little different.
Yeah, I think she meant to say inspo in her case. So instead of using hers, she's going to use Johnny's here, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, how about that?
I don't want to fight Tawny.
Honey Paw is very gullible, I think. She just wants to help.
She's holding out a piece of candy to you.
Alright. We're going to bonus action invisibility here. And what is Tawny Paw's passive perception?
14.
Yeah, you think you hear her skittering off down that passageway out to the west.
Skittering is not a fun word there.
And that's going to be it for her turn there, so we'll bring it over to Alaric here.
Varus is how high up on that? About 10 feet? So he's about 5 feet higher than me?
At this point, he's probably like 20 feet up from you. He does have his wings set at 10, but I'm thinking that's 10 feet above what this area is.
And how high is that area?
That's
from where I'm currently at.
That's about 15 feet up.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to elevate myself a little bit more. So I'm currently at 5 feet above the ground. So I need to be what, another 15 or 10?
Another 10.
Okay. So let's. All right, so I'm going to go 5. It won't let me go up there. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, looks like
And
I'm
I
going to
can
have
see
another
patterns.
unique bonus to work on here. Terry just redeemed one. Very
Oh
nice.
boy. I see Tawny. I don't see anything else. So I'll hold my
The
action.
lady was just here.
I shall hold my action.
All right, Carl, that is back over to you.
Okay. What's the latest that's happened?
Ice Lady popped up in front of me, and then she took off to the left.
Ice Lady popped up in front of Sahar.
And we do have some stuff in the last map that we have to check out. Oh, Sahar might run back with that.
Yeah, but I also don't think one person should just go back by themselves.
That's true. That's a recipe to die. We could take out Snow Lady and then circle back 2 maps.
Do I see her? I don't see her.
No, she's off map.
She's off map.
Yeah, she ran
The
past
snowbiting
Tawny.
went past Tawny to the next map.
She went to the next map. Okay, well then, if that's what you guys yell out, man, I just keep turning back and forth. Jesus.
Yep.
It's like the maze all over again.
Just disappearing.
Okay. So
Who needs a maze? You just need a villain who's a little coy with the environment.
Okay, that's my turn.
A way to plug up the passage with giant bear butt. Alright. Hey, Krill, that's over to you. Another turn. It's easy to fly through combat rounds when there's nothing to fight.
Yeah, Kuro uses bonus action to move in shadows.
Alright. Yeah, you need dimensional shackles. Stop running around, bitch.
And I go into that passageway.
Oh boy. Alright, he's officially going towards the next map.
And I end there because I can't see where I'm going.
Yep. Just a winding passage that will proceed for who knows how long before it gets to who knows what. Sahar, back to your turn.
Sahara watches the pursuit. She's a little torn because she does like chasing things down. It's kind of her Oath of Vengeance paladin-y thing, but she also remembers that there's apparently something important in the previous map, and she definitely wants to make a point of going to go get that. But she will join the pursuit for now, and she'll activate her winged boots to negate the ices because she's wearing shoes and she can't use her feet claws as little ice spikes. A little pair of natural yak tracks.
Nice.
Nice.
I was gonna make the joke is in your nature as being a cat-like person to chase after a laser.
And I will also action dash. And then I'll end my turn here.
Alrighty. Let's see, yeah. I wish I had thought of that before. I'm a little embarrassed. Could have been doing this the whole time. Would have made my job so much easier. Oh well. So what happens when you combine GMing with 6 times more GMing and 420? So yeah, while Sahar finishes her turn, Hawk prepares his. Let's bring down some lasers over here to distract our catfolk inclined friends. Keep you guys occupied there. Hawk, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then I'm gonna action dash to go to the next map.
Alrighty. Just a full disclosure here. It was about 5 minutes between map A and map B. It is longer between map B and map C. So effectively, once we're off this, we're going to be done with initiative once Varys is done here effectively, and then we're going to have some decisions to make during our halftime break. But Varys, your turn. You're up next.
Okay, so this ice thing basically ran away from us completely.
That seems to be the
Or is
word
littering.
passing through the grapevine.
Twenty, 25, 30.
Looks like the slope
Act-
naturally declines back here to the ground on the other side of the mount.
Action dash. Yeah, I will end my turn right there, I guess. So we're just chasing like a cloud
Lady.
lady. Okay. My life used to be a lot simpler. And end my turn.
This is basically always how Tony's life has been.
Red's just going to step up to here and just kind of look at the bear, the blind bear, and go, and that's his turn. And we will drop the official initiative here, send it to our halftime break, and you guys can decide what your next path is going to be. It looks like that path heading northeast or northwest out of here goes for quite a ways. So check in with you shortly. Are you with us?
Okay, so we basically scared that person so bad that they didn't want to find us anymore, basically.
No.
I'd say she's more likely leading us into a trap.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
always leading us into a trap. That was always her plan.
Yeah, and what's
Okay,
back to
so
2 games ago?
okay, so what's the thing in the other room we have to get?
We don't know, but Daniel said it was something important.
Yeah.
So let's do that first, then we choose after. Hell, for all we know, she might come and be like, "Oh, they stopped playing with me. I have to go fuck with them now," and then start off this game again.
So
Yeah,
go back to
maybe-
the entrance of the cave then. is it?
Maybe take a short rest because I am down to, once again, absolutely nothing.
Well, you just need to get
I
hit with
got
your
a cupcake to
concentration.
give you.
Oh no, I have no channel divinity, I have no spells, I have nothing.
I got a cupcake that gives you a short rest.
Short rest won't help with the spells or channel divinity, though.
Do y'all remember for redeeming a long rest for the Twitch, did we have to buy that? I remember something about that change. Did we have to buy that before the session or something?
What's that?
I
The instant
think
long rest?
so.
I think you can't buy it and use it on the same session.
Hold on. I questioned this, and it says that it's a pre-purchase, and he said, "Oh, you should have did that, when you went to, or you should have taken your long rest when you went back to town." And I did take the long rest, but like on everything else, it says it's instant. But I don't know. Because trust me, I could fucking use it right about now.
Yeah, Tawny's drawback is all her stuff is like long rest stuff, like her shifting and her rage.
Yep, all my spells are long rest.
So we go back to the entrance of the cave, look for this thing that's important, then have a long rest.
We don't even have to go back to the entrance. It's just one room back. But
I
we're
think
gonna
like the room with the
also,
hedgehog dude or something.
yeah, but we'll also be taking cold exhaustion.
Yeah, who knows? We
Oh
have
yeah.
to. You can do short rest, but I don't even know if you can do long rests anywhere other than your home base right now.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have something like the magic hut that steals art or Darn's instant
Oh, yeah.
fortress.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Let me look at it. I mean, I got some money to burn. I could buy something that we could
Y'all,
create
I totally
shelter.
forgot to ask our question. Sorry, I interrupted you, Sarge. What were you saying?
I was saying I got money to burn now because I'm banking, balling. So let me see what's in the inventory, and maybe I can buy something so we could like get instant shelter or whatever.
Yeah, I think Chini does have Darren's instant fortress in his inventory, so we could go back to the first chamber and throw down a tiny tower of safety.
Oh my goodness! I forgot. Some people got those little towers too. Yeah. Y'all, I forgot. I got like doors and windows and stuff.
What's the name of the items that might create instant fortresses or whatever, or spots so we could heat, warm up, or whatever? Don't have to worry about any exhaustion from the cold.
Darren's instant fortress. That might be one of the ones that works. Yeah, Daern. It basically makes a tiny little defensible tower, like 2-story tower. So if we go back into the first chamber, which I think is taller, so we might be able to squeeze tiny tower in there, and then cozy up, light a fire, rest, find the thing.
Okay. And if anyone still has their robes of usefulness, some people had tower patches. I feel so bad if that lady. I know she's not telling the truth, but what if we get in there and it's like her dead family or something?
Yeah, my robe has a window, a pit, a boat, some ladders, and a horse.
Jeez. That pit could come in handy. I have doors, a portable ram. I had some potions of healing, a window, and a rowboat.
We're just really all hanging on to the rowboat for that one time where we have to cross water, and we're like, now is the time to use the boat.
That's the time we're all gonna forget too. We're gonna like spend forever trying to figure out how to get everybody across. Dan's just gonna be sitting there in pain.
Now I'll be the one person who remembers the rowboat.
Oh, you remind me too. A bunch of our people can fly.
Yeah.
As long as it's enough days later, Tawny, don't worry. The catbird taxi can come back.
Yes. Donnie Pa has dreams about that. Like her ultimate battle form.
But then it turns into a nightmare when you turn around and Krill's just on the back of the griffin, grinning creepily with daggers.
Donnie Pa looks down and notices some like hands on her waist, and she's like, "Whoa, whose hands are these?" And she looks behind her. Oh!
Yeah, you have to keep an eye on Quill. Remember, he's still got the mask of Nihilus as well.
That's true. This whole table is just setting Krill up to be the next big bad.
I just imagine Crow on the cat taxi with his raspy goblin voice going, "I can show you the world."
That'd be hilarious.
Dystopian Aladdin.
So, like, y'all want me to buy the Sinister Fortress or whatever?
The fortress, is it that a Beskars? Is that a gold?
It's gold.
It's gold.
It's just normal monies.
Oh,
We just have to summon our guy.
EBDB, or whatever the guy say his name is.
Teeny. Chibi, chibi, wee, 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 wee.
Utini.
Beanie.
Utini.
Is that a magician who just constantly summons poutine?
No, he's a Jawa from Star Wars. He might like
Probably
poutine.
so and so.
Well, he sounds like.
Hey,
well,
look, here he
sounds like
is.
that.
There he is. He's a little sandy rat man.
Well, he sounds like a magician that just makes poutine appear out of nowhere.
I mean, I'd take some poutine.
Wouldn't
French
we
fries
all?
and gravy
Yeah.
and cheese curds? Hell good.
Get down for some of that. Welcome back to our second half. And looks like we're trying to do a merchant summon I caught up on. Otherwise, I was like half in, half out for that break time.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to. What the? Okay. Don't talk back to me that way. Okay.
He said it's cool as shit in here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's like pulling its robes like very tight around itself. I mean, this thing comes from a desert planet and you summoned it in the middle of a blizzard. Ah!
okay. Here's the thing, little dude. Go ahead and get me Darren's Entrance Fortress and the Helm of Comprehend Languages.
Darren's
That's like-
Instant Fortress. All right. That is different than Darren's, but we'll roll with it. This one is specifically Darren themed.
Yeah, same thing. And I want the Helm of Comprehend Language because it is, you don't have to attune to it and you wear it and it works. So I'm guessing that might help me out a bit.
Looks
So
like
that's
the rest
like-
of the group almost to be like, is that it?
I'm going to get a shield +2. And I think that's going to be it.
Can I buy some healing potions for Red that I can figure out what I'm buying him later?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some stuff too, Daniel. Is it possible to just do it later?
Sure.
So I don't want to slow down the game.
That's cool. Red kind of waves away the potions. I'm good on those. I stockpiled myself pretty decent, and you guys have done pretty solid keeping me healed. I just don't like running around in this frosty cave where we don't know where this chick is.
How much would it be for, like, to get a warm clothing for everybody in the group, just so we say we have it?
I would say that's probably standard adventuring fare, but even still, like, it's not like magically gonna like stave off the cold. There are magic items that will specifically, like the ring of cold resistance, I believe, will specifically allow you to strip down to your bathing suit in here and just be like, bring it on, I love the cold.
Okay, so 5,300, and I get both those items. And I'll subtract that from what I have.
And I'm willing to pitch in for the tower too, since that's
While everyone's, can someone link me to GB Weenie's
Look in the Discord under the Butini Emporium, and there's a doc list there. And don't worry about.
I just tagged you in it. Curious.
Good looking out, Johnny.
Yeah, don't worry about pitching it. Like I said, I got plenty of gold to burn now.
Thanks.
Because
Thank you.
Seth Rollins won, I think Johnny should pay for this one.
Yeah, we didn't bet that much.
It doesn't matter how much you paid.
Is it just you salty that CM Punk lost?
Not in the slightest. There's no correlation whatsoever.
That's called emotional damage.
Oh, man.
emotional. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. What I looked at after all was said and done, I was like, man, I'm glad I did not shell out for that. That would have sucked.
I'm surprised I went 6 for 6.
I mean, that's solid play right there. Absolutely. No doubt on that. Yeah, I got to do my WrestleMania of sorts when I saw him at Double or Nothing. And we were literally ringside, got to take the collector's chairs home with us, got an autographed CM Punk poster with like a dozen or so of the other AEW stars on it. Like, that was the event for me, I think, and it was like a tenth of what this would have cost.
Yeah. That WrestleMania was $50,000 for front row seats.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we wanted just decent seats and to go through like the whole weekend, the fan event, SmackDown, Raw tonight or Raw on Monday, like just to do it average would have been easily like 25, 30 grand.
Oh yeah,
Insane.
no, this was 50.
Insane.
This was 50,000 just for the 2 nights of WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Not anything else.
Right. Yeah, insanity. I got a feeling like that's why the celebrity list that we saw there, like I was just waiting for them. I was just waiting for Macaulay Culkin because I was gonna say he's like the biggest celebrity that'll be there. And when they didn't show him, I was like, yeah, he was like, fuck these prices, I ain't paying that.
I just loved how Dana White got booed.
Oh man. Yeah, he did. I think that was interesting for sure. I got to meet him a few years ago, actually.
Cool. Now with that shield, my armor class is an automatic 21 without any boosts.
I can now comprehend all languages. And it didn't take it too much.
Are you guys done? Because I am very cold in here. Please let me go home.
I'm done for now. I will. Yeah, I'm good.
Let me go home.
Yep, go home.
Yeah, you can go home. I'll keep looking for next time we summon you.
We can all. I mean, you're free to spend as much out of game time as you want, and then use this in-game time to say, yes, I bought it at that point, because we have now established the marker in-game, whereupon the merchant has been summoned. You don't necessarily have to use this in-game time to do it, because we've seen that can drag out for like an hour. But if you want to take time after the session and then just post in the channel, this is what I want, and we can collaborate amongst the group as for how you get that, we can certainly do that.
Okay, sorry.
Yep. That's what I'm going to end up
No
doing.
problem. Works for everybody's benefit.
So I believe we are going back to the last map and then to the entrance.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna find that.
I think Hawk and Krill should be able to drag their tokens back onto the board. Hopefully you guys can see your name tags and health bars over here, but you should be able to just step right back on.
So, Daniel, I have moved myself down to the bottom of this map, right where
I am blocked off. Oh, there we go.
Alar or Fenrix has died. Is there anything on the ground?
I would say maybe whatever he was holding in his hand would have fallen. Otherwise, his gear all went with him.
So then I will pick up the dragon wing bow that he would have had in his hand.
Gotcha.
and that sucks because he had a lot of money too.
Oh, damn.
He had 3,500 on him.
Oh, man. Solid change.
Actually, I would like to purchase a deck of illusions.
Yeah, I'll take the Dragon Wing Bow.
Very cool.
These are going back down.
I'll just say I'd purchase the deck of illusions for 400.
Very good. Yeah, feel free to move your tokens across the board back to the entrance for this area. Make sure to activate that abomination on your way for completionist sake. Oh, Sahar just couldn't help herself. Bonk. Crunch.
Hey, I did not. I skirted around it.
Crunch. I don't know if you guys caught it the other night. I think it was, it might have been Monday night. They revealed the first Class B abomination, which, if you know the methodology behind the Class D, it's 8 Ds stacked into one. If the Class B is the same thing, which that's just rhetorical in this respect, yeah, that Class B is going to be super nasty.
Oh, I have the orange peeler feet now.
Gonna need Orange County to deal with those Class Bs. Carl and Red are still lingering, but Red will hustle through here. You guys said we got like a magic tower. Does that thing come with like heating and like accoutrements, like beds and blankets and stuff?
It just doesn't come with any weed.
Well, that's fine. I
got that.
I ain't run out of weed since 2002, bro.
What an age.
How long is that bear with us, man? The thing's like getting in the way sometimes.
I think the bear's probably going to be done.
Yeah, all my shit's going to be done too.
Oh man, I can't wait to spook the shit out of some enemies with the deck of illusions.
Oh boy. Haven't really tried illusions against the undead yet. That might be an interesting or an ineffective interaction.
What are you talking about? The undead famously love hand magic.
Close-up magic, Lance Burton. Alright, are there any effects that we have that are going to remain another 5 minutes or so? I think that bond that Carl put up is gone as we move back to the first area.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because by the time we get back through here and then to the next one, it's all going to be gone anyway.
That includes our bless effects.
I'm pretty sure everything's going to run out, yeah?
I'm going to get on the ground to save whatever time I have left to my boots of flying.
Alrighty. Where's that spider? There it is. Alright, I think we only have the ones on that need to be on here. Beautiful. Alright, so we'll head back to area numero uno. Yep.
Hey, look, it's the corpse of the naked bug.
One of the bears is gone. The other is, I think, also gone at this point, we said. So, yeah, feel free to venture out, explore. Apparently, we missed something around here.
Do you want perception checks, or you want to use our passives?
I would say just move around. Krill seems to have beelined right towards it. And found a wall of solid frosty ice blowing right in between a narrow entranceway here. Southeast is your direction.
Oh, I see it now.
That is very okay. Well, if we're stepping into it, then we're going to hold right there because, yeah, that's going to be painful. A
heard the
con
word hole.
save is called for from Krill once he steps into this. Alright. Cold damage equal to 15 is the result of passing just into one square here, so your choice as to whether or not you want to proceed.
Do we have
Yeah.
anything that we can use to like protect someone or
Well,
boost
I
them?
just
No.
bought the boots of the Winterlands from the thing that popped in the keep. But I don't know if that comes into effect now.
They require attunement. We do need an hour in-game to attune to items just purchased. The only items that automatically attune are items gained through the Lost game in our exclusive channels in our Discord server.
Yeah, it needs attunement.
Yeah, we'll need at least an hour then.
So should I set up this thing or not?
Who moves back then?
Alright. Take the 15 cold, but then over a few minutes, all of us will regenerate back up to full. It only takes about 3-5 minutes or so for that to take effect, depending on whatever your current state of health might be.
Daniel, is
Okay.
this the thing that we missed?
It is.
Then yeah, we should take our rest. And then,
Okay.
investigate, I guess?
I
Unless
need a
we
place.
just have to. Unless it's just like we take damage and then we get through it and we're on the other side and we find the thing. Oh,
I think
then
it's
again,
I think it's damage per square that you move into it.
Where's it at?
We're down at the
Southeast
bottom.
corner.
Yeah.
Well, if crew attunes to these boots, I take half damage on cold damage.
That's pretty good. Well, we have a bunch of health right now. What if we just walked into it some and saw what we could, and then if it seemed like it was going to be a whole thing, we retreated and did our long rest?
Additional effect that Krill would be aware of since he stepped into it. Those squares are difficult terrain. It's like this blast is so forcefully pushing against you that it's like you're leaning into a strong wind.
And obviously, boots of flying would not be advised.
That might be even worse because, yeah, you've got like nothing to anchor onto. You're literally just a leaf in
No
the
points
wind.
of contact.
Well, Krill's the smallest, so he have less wind resistance.
Plus, you can get some distance with that shadow warp ability, right?
Actually, yeah, I can do that without even going in it. I use bonus actions, you move in shadow.
We can also have Carl speak with Sonic the Icy Hedgehog and ask him what's through there.
Very
And I can
good.
go up to there.
1,
The
2,
13,
3, 4, 5 Constitution saves, please.
But if I use my bonus actions to move in shadows, I'd teleport there.
That is correct, which is still inside the cone's area of effect, which is going to start pushing you right back out, which is going to be 5 Constitution saving throws. This is the worst possible effect right here. So that is 1. That one's good. Not so much. Dang. Alright, so 2 are good, so you are only pushed back to here. but you do fail 3 of them, so let's stack that on. Boom, 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 boom. That is 54 full damage, and then you major save on 2 of them. So half of that damage, which would be 17, for a grand total of 71 cold damage. And you're halfway through at least.
Damn, y'all.
Yeah, he needs to get out of there or else he'll die.
Plus 7
Was
on
it
his con
71?
save. You'd think he'd be making more of those, though.
Was the damage 70?
71.
71. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what do? He's already halfway through and he's taking a lot of HP, but if he can get to the end of it without being pushed back, because that is definitely part of the effect here. I mean, he's already like down 2/3 though.
Okay, so
Do you have any potions?
I do actually. I got Supreme Healing Potion.
Oh, baby.
break that bitch.
So yeah, using actions to drink one of them, which is what, 60 pack?
60. And technically, you still have your movement, because all you've done so far is action and bonus action, and then got shoved back to here. So it's really just a choice at this point. Do you want to take the easy 10 feet back to the group, or the more difficult 20 to 30 feet into... Man, it's hard to tell what that is up ahead. It's like a bed of, like, frozen rocks, it looks like. Maybe frozen crystals.
I'll move forward.
Alright, so that's gonna... We'll do it one at a time now. That's gonna be a con save for each square. 10 feet to get there. Oh my goodness.
What does he need to make for it?
The DC is 15.
I got the bliss, so I can use that as well, can't I?
Bless would have been gone.
Roll.
Oh, that's right. I didn't copy your tokens over from the last map. These are the tokens that went north to south, not the ones that came south to north. So yeah, all of that stuff we already established.
Roll a hero point, dude. Roll a d8. I'll use one of them for him.
All right, 4 or better, 50-50. Son of a...
I have to roll that. Goddammit. We still have another week of game. I can't burn all my inspos on you.
How's that?
Unfortunately, you can only use 1 hero point per roll, and we already used the die 8. If he had used his first, that would have been perfect.
How many feet does he have to go until he looks like he's safely in there?
He's got 2 more squares before he's inside of that crystal bed.
To make sure that he gets this one, I'll use an inspiration then, so that way he passes this one.
Okay. Then we're going to do half damage here on 6 die 6.
I was about to say, the hell.
Good God. Okay, so 11 cold damage there from the first square. And you are able to endure the pushing cold. So now second square, another 10 feet, another con save.
Question for you, Krill.
Finally!
What level rogue are you?
4.
Okay, never mind.
That'll be 9 cold damage on the successful save there.
Last one.
Last one indeed. Hopefully it's success. Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh. Wow.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I won.
Inspo.
Can I use my was that monthly nat 20?
Oh, that works too.
That is for the epic subscription bonus right there. That's why it was made tried to make sure to clarify that when Sarah posted earlier.
Then I'll give him an inspo.
We will burn an inspo and a hero point for another half damage here, which is 11 more cold damage. And yes, indeed, this is a bed of frozen rock and prominent, interesting-looking white crystals that are just seemingly plentiful here. It looks like there's at least maybe 10 to a dozen of them, as you're kind of having a hard time seeing through the frost.
Okay, Crow shouts back.
Mine-
There's crystals here.
Mine.
Get him.
Right, Crow starts mining them then.
All right. And yeah, that simple interaction is enough to get the job done. Technically, this will take a few minutes, but all we really need is... Oh boy, how do we do this? All right, let's move the map. Wow, it's like what this map could be if it were so much clearer in here. Boink. We'll get rid of that. And then return. Do we have that lined up? Yes, we do. Okay, and then here are the effects of said crystals. I would encourage you all to venture southwest to this area, or at least within an area where you can see it. Because here is... Bong. The ice crystals are worth approximately 500 gold pieces each. There are 12 total. They can also be used as ice grenades, dealing 5d6 cold damage in a 20-foot cube, half on a DC 15 dexterity save. And retrieving them will also get rid of that blast of cold that was preventing you from getting to them.
Alright, let's find the tallest-ish area in this chamber and set up our mini fortress.
Set up my mini fortress.
We got a 40-foot ceiling in here in the central-ish areas, like over here between the stalagmites. So however you wish to deploy any of those locations, you got at least 40 feet. Is the fortress 50 feet? Or is it 30 feet?
It's 2 stories. So I'd say like 25, 30, maybe.
2 stories? That's 100 feet.
I thought a story was 10 feet.
You unintentionally bought a giant Darren's Instant Fortress, which gives you all kinds of room, but it makes it harder to deploy.
No, we want the standard size one that's only 2 normal person stories tall.
I don't know. Hey, I'm the one that bought it. I want the pimp style one that comes with furnishings inside.
The pimp style one. As soon as you open the door, I don't know what you heard about me.
Yeah.
One story is 8 to 10 feet, so it is roughly 16 to 20 feet tall.
That sounds about right. I think it was the 3rd edition one that specifically was like 30 or 50 feet high. But we've definitely got enough room to deploy.
The Pimp Edition says it's 300 feet tall.
300 feet tall. Well, that makes sense.
And made of gold.
It's the Clinton Monument.
With a Patron fountain.
Fully stocked Patron. I don't know if I have an icon for this.
And I will speak the command word because it needs a command word to start growing. So, area.
That's what she said.
Oh, this might work. Sure. Yeah, that'll work out all right.
Everyone gather around the tower. Let's go inside and have a rest.
How do you expect the children to get into the building if the entrance is so small?
Crow can squeeze in.
And then the word to open the door is Endra.
Well, let's post up the description here of said item.
Yeah, I'm hoping you'll at least knock off the cold.
Alright, rare item. Use an action. Place it on the ground. Fortress is a square tower 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on all sides and a battlement atop it. Its interior is divided into 2 floors with a ladder running along one wall to connect. The ladder ends at a trapdoor leading to the roof. When activated, the tower has a small door on the side facing you, opens only at your command. It is immune to the knock spell and similar magic such as a chime of opening. Each creature in the area where the fortress appears can potentially take damage. Assume that Varys gave you all courtesy notice to step back. The tower is made of adamantine, meaning it cannot be critically damaged. Its magic prevents it from being tipped over. That's pretty solid. The roof, the door, the walls each have 100 hit points, immunity to damage from non-magical weapons, excluding siege weapons, and resistance to all other damage. Only a wish spell can repair the fortress. You've not stayed in here long enough to take any kind of persistent cold damage, but you gotta imagine that a substantial stay in here will start inflicting some kind of persistent cold damage. So it is possible that this tower inside of here will probably keep you guys warm inside, but it's possible that after who knows how long, it might start taking a perpetual cold damage effect. Because it's only got resistance to it, so it'll sustain longer.
So I was thinking like maybe this is good for a short rest, or if we get to normal weather, it would be great for that.
Right. Also, I mean, literally the door or the entrance to the cave is right here, so you guys could go outside to where it's not frozen and set up the tower out there, not have to worry about this at all, because who knows if it takes effect after 20 minutes, after a half hour. You guys have only been in here like 15, 20 minutes at this point. You're all getting like, we gotta get inside, we gotta get inside.
Vote to go outside and set up the tower.
Sounds good.
Let's see. Remains to use the action that dismisses it, which only works if the fortress is empty. Important distinction. You can't trap somebody inside of there and squish them to the size of an atom.
Damn it, I was hoping to Ant-Man.
You're no fun.
Let's see.
It's just gonna be funny whenever. It's just gonna be funny whenever we're fighting big bad. I just toss it on the ground and say Endra, and then boom! Oh fuck!
Oh, looks like we're doing this thing again, huh? What the heck? Apparently, I just have no control of this tower at all. It's probably because we're bouncing maps here. Sometimes things get a little weird. But let's go back outside. Oh yeah, look at this catastrophe.
Alright, sit up the camera and gaze. Go inside and let's take a little bit of a resty rest.
Alara comes up to Krill and pulls out the dragon wing bow and says, use it well. The element on it is radiant.
Oh, thank you.
Long rest time, guys.
We have not yet taken our second short rest of the day, so it is still pretty early, like afternoonish. Right now, we would probably have to hang out for a few hours before we're then able to take that long rest, so just keep that in mind.
Take your short rest, but the ones that are epic subscribers like me, they can convert a short rest into a long rest. Right?
That is true.
Yeah, so if your epics is Alaric or Sahar epic?
We both are. Because we have the couples BOGO.
Yeah, so just take a short rest, but we can use our That's good for once a month. I think we could convert our short rest to a long rest.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
Wait a second. I had to
What?
double check that. That is the epic legend bonus, not the epic supporter
Oh.
bonus.
Oh, I'm epic legend. So.
Yeah, that is a bonus that 4 people in our community currently have access to. I just wanted to double check to ensure that that was where I thought it was before I said anything.
Well, there goes my idea. Sorry, guys.
I am an epic legend.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are
then.
you a tier 3 supporter on Twitch? I thought you were just tier 1.
No, me and Sarah are epic supporters, and I also am subscribed on Twitch.
At
it says tier 3. Okay, it says tier 3. Okay.
Correct, yeah, it's like the maximum on both sides because we have just a handful of people who went all out on both sides of it. So I was like, I got to create something special for them, and that's like the one bonus that tier 3 and tier 3 get.
Yeah, that's what I get.
Yeah, that might be like the only thing that separates like the epic from the epic legend. I know there's so many different tiers, it's hard to keep track sometimes, but as the players, as I say always, as the players have shown the support, I try to play something to match that on your guys' side.
Unless you guys have best cards to use for a long rest, I mean, we can't take a long. We can't really take a long rest. We can take a short rest, but I mean, if you need spells back and stuff like that, I'd say best cards is your route to go. Since we're not in combat and since we're taking a long rest, since we're taking a short rest, good thing to use best cards to like buy them the epic long rest or whatever.
Yeah, I think I caught you guys talking about that. During the break, I put a post in your channel just to check the abbreviations that I added a few months back in the Beskar Bucks channel, because yeah, it was getting to that point where long rest redemptions were happening like several times per game, and we weren't actually ever taking any of them. So that's why I've made it a little more strategic in how you have to purchase these things. Most of the redemptions can be purchased on the spot. A few of them can be purchased at the start of session. And then an exclusive few, namely the long rests and the ones that impose disadvantage on my rolls on the spot, have to be purchased during long rest or downtime events. So that's part of when your group gets that opportunity to be back at home base, or a rarer opportunity like we had during the holiday season last year. That's when you want to look at your Beskars and strategically plan for the next probably few months in game, because I mean it took us from like November of January of this year until April of this year for us to finally get like an official long rest at most of our tables, which is in keeping with 5e Adventuring Day, which we try to have several encounters per day so that you're actually making use of all your resources and not everybody's just big guns, rest, big guns, rest, because I've seen 5e games go that way all the time, and the system isn't built for players to have all of their big guns coming into every single battle unless you just want to slog down the initiative with 100 monsters on it. But all of that to say, the long rest is something that has to be strategically purchased during long long rest events, which our table here was the first one to do back in like session 14 or 13, I believe. And then we've had a short rest since then. And we are currently getting close to being able to take our next long rest. But we're not quite there yet. But that is one thing to keep in mind, is when you guys do get that long rest, look at your Beskars. Look at what you might want to pre-purchase for events ahead, because being able to impose disadvantage on my rolls is pretty money. And we've had people use that to great effect in previous sessions. So that's just one additional layer to keep an eye on.
Well, I've done everything I could. I'm going to take a short rest to get my active surge back. I mean, we came out here for a short rest. We got grenades and stuff, so I mean, just take what you can get. That's the only thing we can really do.
Yeah.
Let's check for encounters. All right. Yeah, this area, this side of the mountain is clear for this hour. There are no encounters, nothing that is threatening the tower, even if there was. So we are able to effectively get a short rest, which in Steven's case, you are able to use your once a month, convert that into a long rest. And then for the rest of us, we can certainly spend any hit dice. I don't think we'll need to spend any hit dice. You'll regenerate back up to full, but any regains that you get for a short rest would certainly be in play.
Crow uses that time to attune to those boots.
Very good. Yes, you can attune to one item per hour. Short rest would qualify as light activity.
Harris, during the course of his short rest, will just occasionally like toss the dagger up, let it fall to the ground, and then instantly call it back to his hand. Just testing his new power, basically. Well, you don't have to worry about hit dice or krill because you'll just regen all your hit points.
Correct. Yeah, the rest is more for getting back any of those abilities that you would get back in that event. Otherwise, we will be back to 100% and ready to proceed back into the cave.
Yep.
Sorry, I tried to figure out how to get you a long rest because I know you being good. I tried my best.
Okay, we'll manage.
This is what we signed up for. Being kind of sleepy.
But sleepy by times are the best times, though.
It's only 1:30 in the afternoon. Alright, let's get back in there. Nothing that we really need to explore again on levels 1 or 2 for that fact, so we can proceed the full distance into level 3. Let's double check. That means I got a short rest too. Oh boy. Oh, Krill just shot one of you. Uh-oh.
No, I was just testing up the bow to make sure I've done it right, that's all. Which I'm not sure if I have or not.
Looks like you did.
Yeah, it's right. You just have to adjust the second typing to Radiant.
Oh boy. Alright, let's get your tokens in place and we are ready for map number 3. In alphabetical order. Start dropping your tokens down over in here. Very nice.
Gotta take my shower still after this.
Is
Get
there a
ready
reason
for
my hit points don't match my characters? I don't know why.
It's probably just an outdated token. 1 second. Okay, we'll get that. Link that back in. I think. Uh-oh, we're starting to get to those levels where your character sheets are getting a little harder to open. Dun dun dun. That's why everybody should just play a human fighter. Oh,
I'll stick with my elf fighter.
that's far too complicated. Then you have resistance to charm and sleep effects. Where does it end? Alright, welcome to level 3 of the Ice Cave. We've already got eyes on something over here, and we can probably reasonably assume it's got eyes on us. Give me a second to get these sheets in play. This will be an interesting encounter, and hopefully we at least get to a certain point that will bring our group in line with a lot of the other tables. Character sheet. Okay. That's what I forgot to do. I meant to add descriptions on these guys' tokens, but we'll go old school and do a narration here. Oh. I mean, we've already fought a frost giant zombie, but this is kind of a level above that even. It looks like a desiccated corpse that was mummified by exposure to bitter cold. It still carries the marks of death upon its body, numerous wounds that seep frosty vapor, and vibrant purple veins that seem to show the long-time ravages of poison. And just for a look-see right here, that's kind of what we're getting an eye on. That is the first monster on the board. The others I'm going to go ahead and explain a bit of right now, because they will be on the board imminently.
There's a female ice giant one.
Sure.
She used to be an adventurer like us, but then she took an arrow to the abdomen.
Bum bum bum. And this one is one of the more unusual creatures. I don't know that we've encountered one of these before. And I mean in a general sense, not a specific sense. We've definitely never encountered a specific one. It is an unfolding impossibly from beneath voluminous robes. This creature's pockmarked, spindly arms end in clusters of narrow spikes. Its long, hollow, needle-like fingers and its many jointed arms move with surprising speed and strength for such an emaciated creature.
I was waiting for you to bring up what it looked like, and I still can't understand what the hell I'm looking at.
That looks like Lady Deathstrike.
No, it's not. That's that curse from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, what do we have here? Last but not least. Oh, nope, we already went through that one. This one, probably an easier one. Yes. This barrel-chested humanoid has metal straps leading from its shoulders to legs made from the same metal. The metal in its torso holds a block of ice in place. An important distinction: there is not a kobold trapped within that block of ice, but rather this thing.
Oh god, I can already hear Megalovania.
And with that, I don't think... Yeah, we're not stealthed. They're not stealthed. Let's bring out a turn order. Let's get those initiatives in place. Let's get around maybe 2 of combat in here as well. Probably 1.
Hey, I got a good initiative this time.
Hey,
I
me
got
too.
shit, and I got a shit initiative.
All right, one more to go, and then Radabru. Okay. Oh, don't have him on the board. Nice.
Yeah, he gets another round.
Radabru's like, hey guys, what did I miss? What the fuck are those things?
All right, so Johnny Ilaric, you've got the top spot, and you don't quite see. Oh shoot, I've got one more thing here. 1 second, 1 second. Can't forget about you. It's most of the whole reason we did this.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Nothing. Don't worry about me. Make sure there's no ties. All right, very good. So yes, Ilaric. Your turn. You do not see the creature just yet, but you can hear some rumbling and motion coming from over in this direction.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do... What's that? That is...
Elevation changes are 10 feet. Just to be advised on these little miniature precipices. Of course, you can kind of see where the declines occur, and you can easily ascend.
While Alaric's deciding what to do, Daniel, did you see that part where I wrote that I was casting some bless and some emboldening bond stuff as we were coming in here, so that I didn't have to waste a round using those actions because we knew we were coming into a fight? I'm not sure if you saw that. It was in Roll20. You guys were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Post the effects of those right there, because yeah, we kind of run into little mechanical hiccups like this if we all just prep stuff ahead of time. Because the first thing that I stumble with is we didn't know there was an encounter coming up. We just knew we were coming to a new area.
Oh well, I was pretty sure an encounter was coming, so I would have done it. Yeah, I mean, we're going in there knowing that what we're gonna face with this chick, so I wanted to do some stuff before we entered.
We also don't know exactly when we're entering. This is a winding tunnel that just we're now in this area. It's not like, okay, we see from 120 feet away. We also were limited to a 60-foot vision, which is intentionally done to prevent situations like this, because we don't necessarily have tactical superiority where we have a character who can see 300 feet and warn the party, okay, in about 2 minutes we're going to run into some shit, so everybody make sure to get ready for it. So let's just start off by posting the abilities here, and we'll take it from there.
While he's doing that, I'm going to be moving, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 here. And casting Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary, which is a 30-foot radius. Radius 30 feet, circle, save setting, bam. And that's if anybody ends their turn within my sphere, they gain 1d6 temporary hit points plus my cleric level. So that is the end of my turn there, so I will start that off.
And just a question, like, I mean, if one character is doing this, where's the domino effect? Like, other characters with spellcasting capabilities are probably looking at this like, well, I'm going to cast something with the time that this character is taking, and what are we looking at? Like, is that where we're at?
Well, I mean, if you're going to go into an area and you're going to risk something that's going to run out in a minute and you cast it and nothing happens within that minute, then it's lost. But if you know you're going to go somewhere and you want to prepare something before you go in there, if you, it's your choice. If you don't want to allow it, you don't allow it. But it's up to you.
It's not a matter of allowing it so much as you don't know when you're coming into this area is the primary issue that we run into here. Like, yes, we're obviously narratively out of game, we're moving to the map, and then it's very easy out of game to just say, okay, let's rewind 12 seconds, and then in round number 0 I'm casting this, and in round number half I'm casting this, and that way I don't have to waste time in combat. Optimization wise, there's no better comparison than what you're presenting to the table here. My concern and my consideration is then, okay, well, what am I doing with those 2 rounds? Because I might be aware that you're here. And what are the other characters doing with those 2 rounds as well? Do they now open up opportunities to be able to do that kind of stuff? Like, that's kind of what I'm asking right now, is if we're adding 2 rounds before the combat starts, is anybody else doing anything? And I guess we'll kind of have to take it from there. Alright then, we're gonna just take this as a percentile then, because I feel like I'm not explaining myself correctly enough here, and I'm just frustrating the players and creating a vibe that I don't want to put in here. So, 71%, we're gonna say that our best estimate of when we would encounter this area was about 70% accurate, meaning that we're about a third of the way expired on the shortest duration effects that we're trying to place in before the combat even begins. God, that's wordy. And just to not eat up 6 minutes coming into areas beforehand, I'm going to also allow this as a one-time consideration, just so that we don't try to mechanically bog down and optimize. Like, this is kind of what I was speaking of a couple weeks ago, is like, I don't want to have to argue about every inch of ground. Like, well, if I had known this, I would have done this a round ago. Like, that's part of the experience. We don't always know what we're getting into. Sometimes when the combat is sprung, that's just what happens. The combat is sprung, and now we have to adapt accordingly. It's not, we could have prepared and done this. Who are the targets of the effects?
Same people. Just to keep it simple. I don't know who they were. Carl again. I think Alaric had one. And I don't remember who the other people were.
So for the bless, it was me, Krill, and Carl. For the other one, it was Carl, Krill, and Sahar.
I think I'd use it on different people. So let's do Tawny Paw this time and Sahar for the other one. So I'll put the bless on the first 3, and I'll put the emboldening bond on the other 2. So on the other 2 people. Hello?
I can hear you, Carl.
I think Daniel's just doing things, putting things on people.
He just got quiet for a really long time, so I was like, Did I?
Suspicious things behind the scenes. Anyone doing anything fun today?
I'm gonna take a shower, order some pizza, and watch that to WrestleMania. Probably drop in during the night stream tonight and do that the big hype train.
Yeah, oh yeah. Ah.
The stream is apparently on break. I'm guessing he's having some internet troubles again like last time.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, doesn't he have something that happens to him every 3 hours or something like that?
I did complete my goal I was working for.
Nice.
I have a new record of miles driven in 1 week for one paycheck. My new record is 4,144 miles driven from Saturday to Saturday.
Okay, like a PR.
Yeah, well, I also get paid 52 cents per mile, so
Ooh, making up money.
yeah, so.
Ooh. Have any of y'all ever seen the show Game Changer and Make Some Noise?
Yeah, Game Changer on Dimension 20. Or for
Yes,
most
I
people.
love those.
With Sam Reich.
Yes.
I see TikToks all the time.
Yes, I finally, I got pulled in that way. I kept seeing videos and little TikToks, and oh, it's so good. I'm glad.
It's always like the TikToks or short videos that pull you into shows. Like or just like watching one random episode. I never saw a single episode of Criminal Minds, but my aunt loved the show so much. So I sat down one episode and they were in. I remember it because I used to live in Las Cruces. They were in Las Cruces for the episode or whatever. And at the end of it, they played a song by Five Finger Death Punch. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start watching the show now because I'm interested. So I literally, they were like 3 or 4 seasons in when that episode was on. So I started back all the way from the beginning and watched it from there. And the same thing with like The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. I came in late on the shows and then I started watching them from the beginning. My mom also says I'm an evil person, or I have a very, very bad sense of humor, dark sense of humor.
Moms do that.
Well, she was watching an episode of Blue Bloods, and this was before I started watching that show too. And she was like, I was wondering what's going on. It's like the scene was like a cop committed suicide, and then the wife was there, and she's like, I often wonder what was the last thing that went through his head, and I just said out loud, is a bullet. Duh. What do you think went through it last? And then my mom was like, Steve, I'm like, what? I'm just saying a bullet was the last thing that went through his head.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna shower, order some pizza. I'll catch up on the rookie. Watch WrestleMania.
All right, so Johnny, you took your turn. Was that all of it?
Yes.
All right, so up next it is Carl's turn.
Okay, I'll move up.
Then raise hell, praise Dale.
Okay. I only see one guy. Are there any? Is there anyone else on the battlefield?
There are others on the board that I did reveal ahead of time, but they've not yet had their turns to step into anybody's vision.
Okay. Are there any ledges or elevations that I need to be aware of on this map?
Yeah. I was trying to point that out earlier. The little precipice areas are a 10-foot differential.
Ah, okay. So to get up there, you have to go this way.
Correct. Technically, you're at an elevated position, and this is down 10 feet, and then this would be up another 10 feet right here.
Oh, okay. So that's probably so he must be right in my line of sight if we're both on the same 10-foot elevation. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll start hitting this guy.
All right.
Here we go. Carl's Nova round. Let's see. I get 2 attacks plus another from Gloomstalker plus another as a bonus action. So 4 in total. Here we go. Gotta turn sharpshooter on and all that stuff.
Alrighty.
Let's see. Turn on Bless. Turn on Emboldening Bond. -5 sharpshooter. Plus 10 damage.
Alright. Hold 1 second. I know we generally try to stack these in. The first one, albeit not the greatest attack, is going to hit. 23. That's also going to trigger the reaction of this creature, which is this. It will momentarily dissolve into a blizzard, reduce the damage to itself by half, and then magically teleport to an unoccupied space it can see within 30 feet. Let's get that HP. Let's see, you did 13 and 10, so 5 and 6.
I also have to do some other added dice. I have to do a D8 and 2 D6s.
Right. Okay, so 4 and 3. And then, yeah, you're not sure where this thing went. It teleported somewhere. It just dissolved into ice and vanished as best you can tell. You didn't even see it really teleport anywhere, but of course we do have the fourth wall narrative there in the chat.
We have one more step. Get 40 feet on my first turn, actually. So I get 2 more steps.
Nice.
It looks like there's something up here. What's that?
There's actually no line of sight on that. You're looking through solid stone on both occasions to draw that. You're getting a sense that something is tucked away in there.
Yeah, I have line of sight now. Don't know what I'm seeing though.
it's kind of hard. It's 10, 20, 30, 45 feet away, kind of tucked into a corner. Looks like some kind of beast, icy beast maybe.
Okay, I still have one more.
Yeah, a bit better look at this thing from where you're at. It's definitely some kind of icy lion, you would guess.
Oh man, I don't know if I should shoot it with the other attacks I did.
Could it be?
I don't know. Doesn't look that bad. And then if I don't take my other attacks, then there goes my round. All right. No, I don't see anything else, so I guess that's my turn.
Well, okay then. That's Ari. Over to your turn.
Okay, so Tawny Paw cannot see any enemies. As far as we know, only Carl can see like a lion or something. I'm gonna move over here, see if I can see anything better. Let's see. Oh my goodness, yes, I do see the gigantic looking dude. Does it look like it is an enemy, or does it look like it might be an ice dwelling thing here? Can I like perception?
You can roll perception or insight.
Ooh, yeah, let's do that.
That's a tricky one to narrate. It's it appears as friendly and as threatening as the ice lady in the previous chamber who was trying to get your assistance. You're not reading anything wrong about it, but at the same time, that didn't really stop you all the last time.
Crap. Well, Tawny
You
Paw
were told by the hedgehog that there are other creatures that live here that have been displaced by the foes that entered this realm, but the hedgehog was not specific as to who you might encounter, just that there are other things that live here that might not be your enemy.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it and give like a little wave, but I'm not gonna attack. I will. Yeah.
It's also got the friendly green health bar.
Yeah, the health bar's throwing me, cause like it popped up green for other people before, but they, you know.
He looks like he's wearing glasses.
I mean, all throughout the time that Varys was wailing on that cloud, it kept a green health bar as well. So make
That's
of
what I
that
was
what you
thinking
will.
about.
There could be some deception going on, or it could just be our friendly quality of life that won't always line up perfectly, but almost always it does.
All right, I'm going to hold my action and Oh, can I hold an action and a bonus action? Does that work?
You cannot hold a bonus action. You can only hold an action or a move, but they would be separate.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Then yeah, I'll just hold my action and I'll attack if anything aggressive is near me.
All right. I think that is Varys who's up next then.
I forgot to roll the temporary hit points for Carl and for Tani. Hold on.
Dun dun dun.
9 for Carl. 7 for Tani.
Ooh, thank God.
I'll hold a action attack in case anyone gets in case an enemy gets close enough to attack me. One of my non-party members.
8 temp for Varys.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, we like that. Okay, Krill, your turn is next.
Quill moves up to the because his dread ambush. So that's a move 40.
All right.
Hold on action then.
Okay. And then red. And then most of my things. And then 2 more PCs. Okay. Yeah, red kind of steps in a little grumpier than usual. This is going to be another stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt? It's a bug hunt. There's nothing freaking around here. This is... Holy crap, what the hell was... And, yeah, he seems a little startled by something that he has walked into, apparently in the square right above him. 10, 15, that's actually part of his action dash. So he's going to back up here to the nearest stalagmite and just kind of gesture wildly at his companions. There's something over there, guys. I just ran right into it. And okay.
Redabru can have 10 temporary hit points.
All right. Moving. Oh, yeah, we like that. Now it's the bad guys. Now with improved range and accuracy. All right. Varys's token is not showing his cloak of displacement. Is that accidental or intentional? Is he still wearing the cloak?
Yeah, I still got the cloak.
All right. Okay, who is... Oh, I don't know. 1, 2... I think from this angle, it's Krill, Carl, or Tawny Paw that we've got the best lines of sight on. Even though you can't see me and I have advantage, some of you do have cover from my angle. So we're going to choose one of the 3 of you. And number 2 is Carl. So we're going to take a blast with one of these right here. Hello, roll 20. I already have the sheet open. Jeesh. Natural 1 or with advantage. That's a 23 to hit for 44 cold damage. And a speed reduction. Goodness, that thing rolled heavy on the damage. 10, 10, 9, and 8, and a 3 on 5 die 10. Put a little frosticle on Carl there to indicate the movement reduction. And we have a second one of those. See which of the three of you we're going to target with this one. And this time it's Tawny Paw.
Bring it. Oh.
Oh boy, 24 to hit, 29 cold, and likewise a frosty speed penalty. And these attacks are, let me get the special effects tool for this. Let's get Frost. Yeah, I think a Frost Beam would be appropriate. So yeah, coming from the southwesternly direction out of the gloom over there. Both of those attacks strike true, passing it to the next thing, which is this fun creature. Let's check. Don't know why that's not added in. It's added there. Sometimes these monster spell sheets are broken. And not in a good way.